Sorry?
Can you hear me?
What?
As we all know, Hong Kong is a metropolis that never sleeps. With more than 7 million people living in this crowded city, noise is everywhere. Vehicles, crowds, construction sites, and boom boxes are all producing those disturbing noises that ruin our life. According to our questionnaire survey results, most people are not satisfied with noise level here and hope the government to do more about it.
Yes, I do think Hong Kong is very noisy. It is very noisy all days night, no matter it's in daytime or in nighttime.
Yes, I do, because it's too many people, crowded, and I think this is just small city, and people around the world is too many, and many vehicles, especially in the urban area, especially it's very, very noisy.
Yes, I think Hong Kong is really noisy.
Yeah, correct.
It is clear that noise is unfriendly to us. Stats show that noise is the most dominant factor which causes deafness, followed by aging. Up to 5 million youngsters are suffering from hearing loss due to the noise. Exposure to 90 decibel of noise can lead to hearing loss in the long term. Exposure to sounds at 110 decibel for longer than 1 minute risks permanent hearing loss. To demonstrate this, let's look into our hearing system. Physically, sound is pressure waves in the air. The function of our ears is to collect and amplify these waves. Hair cells in the cochlea convert these waves to nerve signals. Exposure to noise can accelerate the irreversible death of these cells. Loud sound above 90 decibel makes the cells vibrate so hard like headbangers that the tips actually break off. The brain gets confused and we hear the sound like this. If the exposure is severe, hair cells die and we cannot produce new ones. It is a lifelong matter. Recent studies also show that exposure to noise triggers the formation of molecules inside the ear that
What's people's perception of noise against the actual sound level measurements? What's the relationship between decibel and distance from the noise generator? In order to answer these questions, here we've performed 2 experiments. In the first experiment, we split up and went to 4 sites: Mongkok, Nanshan Estate, MTR, and student residence. At each site, we asked the members of the public about their feelings of noise level there. In the meantime, using an app on the smartphone, we measured the sound level, repeating the steps every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We've got the following results. We divided people's feelings into 7 categories, from very loud to very soft, and calculated the average rate of each sound level range, with a gap of 5 decibel. The feelings of people varies considerably, which means that human ears are able to sense the difference of 5 decibel in sound level. Hence, the decibel scale is a fair indicator of people's perception of noise.
It's depend on the different transport or the factories, but it's already moved, so too many people, I think.
Too many people.
Yes, very crowded.
The people on the street, like Mongkok, the stores,
Main cause for this noise problem, noise pollution, is mainly because of the car. I do think it's mainly because of the car. Because when the car runs fast on the road, it will create a sound like and it's really annoying.
It seems that the heavy traffic and the crowded space are what underlie the severe noise pollution. We also observed this in Mongkok. When street performances begin, there is a rise of 3 to 6 decibels in sound level. The second experiment is to find a relationship between decibels of noise and distances from the noise generator. Tools for this experiment are a ruler, a string, a phone acting as a noise generator, and a phone to record the sound level. First, position the sound level meter at a certain distance from the source of noise. Afterward, the sound level is recorded. Repeat above steps for different distances between sound level meter and noise generator. And then we can get the following table and chart. It could be well observed that with distance increasing, a significant decrease occurs in sound level, especially at a small distance. When the distance becomes larger, the sound level tends to be close to the sound level of background.
To explain this, let's look into how sound spreads through the air. The noise generator transmits pressure waves carrying energy in all directions. Waves starting from a single point reach a sphere after traveling a distance. The energy is distributed equally on the sphere. As the distance traveled increases, the surface area of the sphere increases correspondingly. Therefore, a unit area receives less energy and the sound level decreases.
The results prove that giving people more space can decrease the noise we suffer. But it seems not so practical in such a densely populated city. What about other ways?
How we can maybe we reduce the vehicles, or maybe now it's a good policy of the government. They just moving the old vehicles. Now it's a new vehicles. Maybe it's because the old vehicles is very noisy. So, and now many factories is already moving to China. So but it's still crowded because we cannot do this because too many people. We cannot make people to go other place or something.
I think government should limit the people number in the store, so that it can guarantee a more convenience shopping experience, so that it won't be so noisy.
And I do think the bus company can do something. For example, they can lengthen the bus traveling time in order that people can travel by bus at night time, and it will create less problems to those residents in Hong Kong.
Walk more.
Drive less. Turn down the volume.
And be more considerate.
We need your efforts for better Hong Kong.
Can you hear me?
Sure. I can also hear the whispering of Hong Kong.